If I screw up in this video, you may see something that you have never seen before. And if that's the case, it's just a figment of your imagination. If I don't screw up, well, then there's nothing to worry about, and this conversation is moot. This thing's almost ready to be put back together. I have a little bit of a task ahead of me, and I'm kind of working on that now. But if you didn't see in the last video, we pulled the motor and trans out because we got the drive shaft and it fits and it's perfect. But this has to go get a shift kit put in it. That probably just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but it's good to go. And yeah, now I'm kind of preparing to make a voyage out to the front of my house into my driveway so I can clean up the underside of the cab. The cab's kind of the only thing that hasn't been removed in a long time. So kind of have the front that's restored and the back that's restored, but the middle part there, not so restored. I've got the harnesses kind of taped up out of the way because I just want to be able to get to the front of the house without issues. Clean all this up, clean all that up, repaint that, clean underneath it. The other thing that I did in the last video is I created a bloodbath of transmission fluid on the ground. And well, I'm going to try to move the truck today, right now, at least to over here or so I can try to get that cleaned up and in a better position, because boy did I make a mess. It just rained, and it rained pretty good, and the lawn is pretty soggy. I don't think it's a good idea for me to push this stuff out here right now on the soggy dirt and stuff where the grass is not growing because, well, we didn't have any rain. So that'll probably be tomorrow when we push it out and go ahead and pressure wash it. We don't have any rain in store, and I'm guaranteed it'll be dry tomorrow. So, all right, let me work on that, and we'll see if we can get the truck moved so we can clean underneath it. There she is, primed and ready to go out the gate and get on the driveway. And yeah, it's kind of cool to see it here. It's been a long time since it's been moved into this place. It's been a long time since I needed the keys to unlock the steering column. So all exciting things, but this is a mess. So I'm gonna work on this. maybe do as I say, not as I do, but we're gonna get the Dakota over this little hump hill here. And once that's done, I can get it in the driveway. So got a little ratchet strap hooked up. I'm not gonna go very far, very fast, and then I'll push it the rest of the way in. Let's see how this works. I screw up in this video, you may see something that you have never seen before. And if that's the case, it's just a figment of your imagination. If I don't screw up, well, then there's nothing to worry about, and this conversation is moot. But here we go. I'm sure the neighbors are impressed with this thing out here like this. But I'm gonna go ahead and start getting busy cleaning up the front end. I'm not sure what you guys are going to be able to see, especially once we get underneath the truck, so I might just have to give you a before and afters on that. But here's a before when all this stuff, the brake clean and whatnot. But I'm about to get after it. I'm gonna soak it all down with some purple cleaner and kind of make it happen here. That's about all we can do. So here we go. Here comes the fun part. I don't know, I seriously doubt I'll be able to video me cleaning all this up without getting the camera completely just soaked. But you guys can see before for sure, all this grease and grime and everything in here. So I'm gonna hit it once with the pressure washer, then I'm gonna do it with some purple power, and then we're gonna hit it again. And then we're gonna see where we are. Hopefully we'll be good to go, because I don't want to be doing this all day. So I guess I'm just gonna get to it. Let's have a look-see at pass one, which isn't too bad. So, did get some of the cab exposed, got a lot of the junk off. Ooh, there's still a lot of funk on that frame rail, but it definitely needs a purple power spray and scrub. So that's what I'm going to do here in a minute. But it's better than it was. A lot better than it was. I'm liking the progress, but it's not very easy to do. It's kind of a weird angle, but gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, purple power, here we come. Judging by my arms, my face probably looks very similar. So if that's the case, sorry for looking atrocious, but I think I'm done. I don't think I can get it any better without really just spending long time on it. But let's look at what we got going on. Ta-da! Look at all that. That's actually sealant, and it's clean, and the frame's clean. I'm gonna have to paint it. But unfortunately I can't get you really well under here until eventually I can get it on a lift. But it came out pretty clean. That purple power and the scrub brush, man, it does wonders. And I can get under this thing and be proud of it now and not worry about getting so much crap in my eyes. So now that all that's done and the back is clean, we can move on to putting the bed on it. So that'll be the next thing we do here. I just have to wrangle this thing to the back into the shop now. So what do you think? Looks like a brand new truck underneath here. It's kind of crazy. Well, maybe not the frame, but the tug looks good. All right, let me get this thing on the ground and kind of go from there. All right, here's the moment no one's been waiting for. Let's take a angle grinder to a beautiful rust-free bed. What do you say? There we go. So now here is the moment I think we've been waiting for. So I've got a window in the bed, and what we're doing today is we're going to see if that window matches up over the fuel connector right here. And if it does, we're in good shape, because I have an access door that eventually I'll probably be mounting in the next video to be able to access that when we need to. So that's the whole deal. So I don't have to pull the bed off anymore to access it. Remember, this is a drag and drive truck, so it's got to be serviceable. Easy, nice and easy serviceable. So we gotta move stuff around and then try to get the bed on the truck, and it'll be nice to finally see the bed on the truck after this long time. So all right, here goes nothing. I have successfully turned a Dakota with Greg's help into a Carolina squat truck. Not ideal, but this is awesome. This is the first time I've seen the bed on it since I lowered it and got everything in there, and it looks awesome. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit more low, but I'm still really happy with that. So that's so cool. But here is why we put the bed on it in the first place. This is the panel that I'm going to install to have access to the fuel pump. So a couple months ago, when I was underneath it, before I took the bed off and everything else, I marked where to cut it out for the fuel pump, and I did a pretty good job at that. I don't really recommend cutting a good bed up on a normal truck. So if you've got a Dakota out there that you're using for your day-to-day stuff, it literally only takes 20 minutes, 25 minutes to drop the tank. But when I was on sick week, no, sorry, it was Rocky Mountain Race Week, I had a fuel pump go out, and I had to jack the truck up and drop the tank and all that stuff. And when you're in competition like that and you're on a freeway like I was, it's not very ideal. It wasn't my fuel pump that went out. It was a little fuel line. But anyway, long story short, it definitely made me realize I need to be able to access this thing as easily as possible so I can service it as easily as possible. So that's why I cut a hole in my bed, because this is a street/race truck. So if you've got a regular truck, don't cut a hole in your bed. There's no reason to do that. I have no issues with that, because I am going to be I'm going to be recutting this hole. It's not perfect, it's not straight, and I knew that may not be the case, but it will be when I get this panel installed, and I'm going to cut out the hole the rest of the way and do all that fun stuff. But this gets me started, and I'm not going to bolt the bed down. Well, this gets me started, so you know, I'm not ready to bolt the bed down because it's probably gonna have to come back off for me to install all this. But we're in good shape. I'm super happy to have the bed back on the truck, even though that was kind of an ordeal, and I may have folded over my license plate pretty good, but you know, it's just a casualty of war, because Greg was over here and he had to go pretty quick, so took advantage of him being over here hanging out to help me out with this. So anyways, let me know what you think. We've got some plans for the front of the truck. Right now there's no engine and trans in it, so it's way nose high, but right here is our answer for the front of the truck. So we're not doing this real soon, but if you know what those are, you know how we're going to lower the front of the truck. So that'll be coming up in another episode before too long. But it looks like a truck again. I had to throw a fender on the front just to kind of get the whole profile there. And then the neighbor is firing up his truck, which is really loud, so we'll give him a minute. One thing I really want to point out is look how much more the wheel sets in on the back of the truck. Now I say that like you guys have a reference and you don't, but previously this wheel was either pretty flush or even had a little bit of a bubble outside of the fender well. Well, the 8.8 is much narrower. I don't remember how many inches, and that wheel sits in there really nice now, so I can probably get away with a 10-inch wheel and a 275, which is kind of the look I'd be going after anyway, because it looks nice on the 275. So that's awesome. These are 8-inch wheels. And man, that looks good. So making some progress, guys, making a lot of progress, and it's finally coming together. Again, I can see the end of the light. So let me know what you think of the with the bed on it, because I'm curious to see what you guys think. But remember, we're still not lowered in the front yet. We got some work to do. Got a lot of work to do. All right, well, I'm going to clean up because I've hurt myself a couple times because there's crap everywhere. And now that the bed is on the truck, I've got some room to put some things. And boy, do I need to take a couple days out to really clean up and organize in here. So I'm going to be working on that. And, you know, I got some more parts ordered. We got some more work to do. So we're going to work on getting this mounted. I've got to get some stuff ordered for that. And, well, this guy got some parts coming for this guy too, so got a lot going on. And well, if you're new to the channel and you're liking this stuff and the Dakota LS project that I've just 8.8 swapped, please consider subscribing and hanging out with us. We'd love to have you. We've got a pretty good little community going on here, and we'd love for you to be part of it. If you already are subscribed, thank you guys, really, thank you so much. Let me know what you think about me doing another live video coming up here before too long. I'm kind of overdue for doing that and chatting with you guys. And if you want to check us out on social media, we do Facebook and Instagram only. You can check us out at the RacerX Garage. And yeah, let me get cleaned up in here and start getting the shop a little bit more organized and less chaotic. So, all right, appreciate your time. You know the deal. Until next time, y'all be good.